Good morning. Um, just thought I'd make this. Um, I'm not the best in the world when I'm half asleep, but I've got to do this. It's the last day of my weekly visits. Well, when I say weekly visits, I mean every 3 weeks of seeing my doctor, who is a wonderful woman. Um, Best doctor I've ever seen. Uh, it's been a really, really cool journey. It's opened my eyes. It really, really has opened my eyes to a lot of things. To have lymphoma is not a death sentence. It never has been. It is, in the words of Dr. Hogarth, if you're going to get one form of cancer, this is the one to get. It's the one that's the most curable, and it's the one that's got one of the biggest success rates and the most percentages of it never coming back. Now, I can't predict what's going to happen 3 months down the line, 6 months, 9 or 12 or 3 years. If it happens again, just go back, just do the chemo again, and go from there. Um, all I'll say is that it's been August 18th. I'll start there. August 18th was the day I was diagnosed with lymphoma, non-Hodgkins lymphoma, to give it its full term. Sorry, I'm just pulling hairs out my neck. It's scary. Um, August 18th, I was given the diagnosis of me with lymphoma, and my world fell apart. I didn't. Everybody at that time was doing these ice bucket challenges, and I was in no fucking mood to do any ice bucket challenge. I'm gonna do one though. I'm gonna do one. It's only fair. Uh, the Monday night, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday up to the time of the hospital, all I said, and you can ask my wife Lindsay this, is all I kept saying was, I don't want to go. I don't want to die. And Lindsay had read this book that she'd been given, and I didn't want to know nothing. I didn't want to read it. I didn't want to see it. I just denied everything. I locked myself away in the bedroom. I had my phone with me, and that was my life. I didn't want to know nothing. Then on the Thursday, I went to the Woodland Centre for the first time, and as soon as you walked through the door, it was like these positive energy. And then they met me, who I couldn't stop crying because I thought I was dying. And I really, really convinced myself that this is it, I'm done, I'm finished. And then this doctor just said, this Dr. Hogarth, God, what a woman, sat me down and said, you've got non-Hodgkin's lymphoma, you will be cured, we will cure you of it. You've got 4 sessions of chemotherapy. That's it. No stays in hospital. Nothing else. You come in as an outpatient. That's it. Do I get a sick note? Nope. You're fine. Nothing wrong with you. You just got something in your neck. Which was here. It was here. Just about here. Now, if you know about lymphoma, it's about lymphos, which is under your armpits, in your chest, on your groin, and in between your legs, and on your groin area. Now, remember saying that I've been given, I think it's, this says they think it's stage 1, but I had to have a PET scan. Now, if you don't know what a PET scan is, it's very simple. It covers the whole body. It goes through your bones. It goes everywhere. Just to make sure. So, that was the next stage that shit me up. What if it's gone into my bone marrow? And she just said, if it's in your bone marrow, it's just we go from stage 1 to stage 4. and that is 6 chemotherapy sessions and a blast of radiotherapy. Now, this is the thing that people don't seem to understand. If you have chemotherapy, you sit in a chair or you sit on a bed and you get an injection at the back of your hands, and you have drugs, and you don't even know you got them. Apart from you got a bad taste in your mouth, your lips go metallic, and you taste of metal, and your tongue does lose sauce, you lose taste buds, and then you lose this. Now, and sometimes you even lose it down there. Where do you think I found it first? So, PET scan came back. I had to go to see this wonderful nurse, and she says, "We're at stage 2." And I went, "Whoa, hold on a minute, I thought it was stage 1. She goes, "The only reason it's stage 2, it's in the lymphoma place where it's not normally there. It's not a normal place for lymphoma. That's the only reason. It's nowhere else, it's just there." Relief. So, that happened, and then we came. Next time was the first chemo session, which was with my wonderful wife and my sister Linda and brother Stephen. And I just think they came because they didn't know a clue what I was about. They just wanted to say, "Well, we've seen a chemotherapy session." So, and it was a long day. It was at 9 in the morning. I finished about 7 hours. The first one was hell. It was so long. You just sat there and you couldn't do nothing. And then all these people. The first few weeks, I've got to say, all these people that messaged me. I can't believe the reaction from the British wrestling community. Now, I'm going to say this now. I mean, I know, oh yeah, fucking wrestling, all that shit. I've only known these people through Facebook. And to have them message me and say, "Look, you fucking give up, you stay strong," and was overwhelming. Really was. To have all these people that I go to wrestling shows and see and just say, "Hi, you alright?" Really changed me for a better person. All these things that happened for a reason. I get that. I still remember what I said when I got told I got diagnosed on 18th of August. I still remember the first thing I said when they told me I got lymphoma, which was cancer. I'll always remember it. First words I said, "But I don't smoke. Why do I get cancer? I don't smoke." And they said the only reason I got it was because my immune system must have been down at some point, that it was attacked by another immune system, another thing that happened, and it attacked me, and then these cells started tapping in my blood. And I worked it out. It was in March. It was end of February, March, and it was 2 weeks before. I was in bed ill with a bad virus, and then I got rid of this virus, and then went to my friend's house for a stag do, which I was the best man at. And when I went to do this best man thing, somebody there had another virus, and it attacked and it hit me. And so I went back to work on the Monday and then spent the next 4 or 5 days puking up again. So literally it was like virus, did wrestling that weekend, did Preston, Southside, everything. Came back Monday, went back to work, and then spent the rest of the week just puking my guts up. So that was that. So that must have been somewhere where my immune system was so down that it just hit me for 6. Which is never going to fucking happen again, I can tell you that now. So that's how I think it happened. One thing I noticed about this is, you find out who your real friends are. And you find out who your real family are. Now, I'm not going to say names, but I will say this. You know who you are. There's a lot of friends out there that message me to see how I am. And they range from people I've met in the chat room, to ex-girlfriends, to a lot of great people. A lot of great people. And it's all I can say is thank you. One of the things that got me freaked out was, and it freaked me out massively, was every 10 minutes, every 5-10 minutes, I got a message from people asking me how I am. And I didn't want to seem ungrateful, but when you just finish one conversation and then somebody comes along and says, how are you? And you've got to do it again, and then another gun, and again, and again, and again, and again, and again, and again. I was scared to pick my phone up. So literally I had to tell everybody to back off. And I really apologise for that. Really, really apologise. And I'm sorry. Biggest shout from the journey. This. Ready? For those who know me, I've never had a bald head in my life. I may have shaved my head a couple of times for charity, but it always grew back. But this, you can see a little bit. You can see some little bum fluff. And that's it. And hopefully, it starts to grow back. Can't do with it. Hate it. That happened middle of September, 2 weeks after the first chemo, which I think was about September 15th. So the hats came on, and they've been on for a long, long time. I just want to say something about some support agencies. The Lymphoma Association, you need to wake up and listen to what people say. Instead of just sitting there with a woman that's going, oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Oh, but I'm sure you'll be better soon. So patronising. Didn't listen to a word I said, didn't give a shit. Thank you for nothing. To the Macmillan Cancer Support, exactly the same. I just wanted somebody to talk to, and nobody was prepared to do that. All you did to me was send me leaflets after leaflet after leaflet, and you didn't listen to what I said. I just wanted somebody to be there to talk to, and you couldn't give them rat sauce. So that's 2 support agencies I contacted. Last of all, I've got to talk about the Woodland Centre. The Woodland Centre is a place in Huntingdon that was built especially for people who have cancer and lymphoma and other cancerous diseases. Now, from what you see on the TV through the Macmillan adverts, it's a load of bullshit. Because I thought I'd be seeing a load of people that weigh about 6 stone no facial hair, no eyebrows, no bald head, looking like literally they were ready for the coffin right now. No, I met so many people and everybody smiled. From Dr. Hogarth, that wonderful doctor of mine, to all the staff nurses, to the nurses, the support staff, everyone. And I've just got one thing to say to the Woodland Centre. Please, please, please employ somebody that can make cups of tea and coffee, because the person who does it can't make shit. Oh, dear God, you make some of the worst teas and coffees in history, woman. Ugh, I take a flask of soup. Really do take a flask of tomato soup every time I go, because it's the only way I can get a decent drink. Really, really is fucking foul. Last of all, I've got to say thank you to a lot of people. First of all, I want to thank you to the Mitchells, the whole bunch. My brothers, my sisters, my brother-in-laws, my sister-in-laws, the whole Mitchell banger, and all the people up in Sheffield that know me. Thank you for being there. Even if it's just a chat on Facebook about old times, or chat to somebody, you was there, and I'll always be thankful to that. To my family down here in Huntingdon, thank you. What would I be without Lindsay? She's been there every single step of the way. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for her. I know I wouldn't be here. From sitting with me at 4 o'clock in the morning when her husband is screaming, I don't want to die, I don't want to go. And she sat there through the whole thing, screaming. I was screaming. So Lindsay, love you. My mother-in-law as well. Tom, nice one. A lot of people, the British wrestling community. Let me see if I can remember this. Stephen, Ben, Dale, Joe, Georgie, Sharman, Dave Broadmoor, Nixie, Lance Winter, Stuart Rogers, everybody that listens to British Wrestling Radio, everybody that follows us on Facebook, to a special guy called Chris Travis, to everybody concerned with Southside Wrestling, Full House Wrestling, Preston City Wrestling, Elite British Wrestling. Very simply, Future Shock Wrestling, yep, Darren Bateman. Very simply, anybody that's been anybody has messaged me to ask me how I am. And I want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart for that one. Because I don't know what I've done. To the fans of the British wrestling community, you lot are amazing. Gavin, Stephen, Ollie, Rachel, Brian, everybody. If you took the time to message me or even talk to me, I'll never forget a lot of you. Michael, Ross, anyone. That's anyone. I'll never forget you. Ever. It's one of them things, really. Uh, in closing, I just want to say, if there's anyone out there that's got lymphoma, don't be scared. It's okay for me to say it because, oh yeah, well, but don't look at it as a death sentence. Just look at it as a bumpy road. Um, I should have had 4 sessions, and after the 4th session, I had a CT scan 3 weeks ago, and to be told that the lymphoma has gone from my body was just an emotional release that I'll always remember. Very, very emotional day. Very, very emotional day. It was a day I'll never forget, ever. So if you're starting out on this journey, don't be scared. Just get hold of somebody, but you could get hold of anyone really. You can get hold of me through Facebook if you need to. And last thing of all is, I know there's a million other people out there that have got worse things in their life than this. I've seen them, I've met them, they're my inspiration. I'm just going to finish in this. There's a lady called Mary who was at Woodland Centre. It was my second visit. It was my second chemotherapy session. And me and Lindsay are chatting to her the whole day, and she's just saying about her treatment and how it's going, and she should be going in a minute, and the husband's coming to pick her up. And I was finished, went out, went to a pee, usual pee red, and then that's it. You just pee red for the first time and walk in the park, going home, checking the tablets, and then I met her outside, and me and Lindsay were bouncing because, oh yeah, well that's number 2 down, 2 down, 2 to go. And then she says, well, I'm an experiment. What? I'm an experiment. I said, why are you an experiment? She goes, because I'm terminal cancer. I've got terminal cancer. And this face was just, it was bang, and just went. And she goes, don't feel sorry for me though. I'm still fighting. I'm just hoping that with all these experiments that they find a cure for me. She goes, I'm still here. I'm still I come here every week. And that's when I realised that if I only go there once every 3 weeks, then maybe that's okay. But there's some people there that go every day, Monday to every single day, to have chemo. And that's when I feel as though I'm blessed that, and sometimes my little guardian angel's watching me. Everybody says, oh, you make your luck best you can. 2013 was an amazing year. 2014, I'm not going to say it's been a shit year. I'm going to say it's been a challenging year. The after effects of my illness is I might be infertile. I had to go to a clinic before we started to make a donation. Yeah, get it right. So I had to wear a condom for the first time in nearly 20 years. I can't I can't eat with metal knife and fork. I'll show you my knife. Right, so look, that's my fork. Plastic. I can't eat with metal knife and forks. That's plastic. Side effects? Nothing much, just apart from tingling in the fingers. At this moment, I've got tingling in my thumbs, and that finger, that finger, that finger, and that one and that one. So that's what I've got at the moment. You just get this tingling, that's all. Sometimes people get it in the toes, some people get it like that. We've managed to crack the constipation, that was a real fucking bleeding thing. That your bowel stops working, and then it restarts, and then you get this real bad pain. So to combat that, smooth concentrated orange juice, and just drink it by the bucketload. And I've had 2 litres a day. I've been drinking, like, sometimes it's a litre, sometimes it's 2 litres, and something like that. It's just to keep going. My bleeding insides are terrible. I'm telling you, me going to the toilet, God Benny. I'm never too far away from the toilet now. No. Food wise, one day I could be liking certain things, the next day it could taste absolutely shit. So that was a bad thing. Can't have vibrate on my games console because it sets my hands off. There's been a lot of different things, but I'm so lucky that because of everything, I think a lot of people lost loved ones and relatives and everything, but ain't losing me. No chance. Sorry this video's gone on a bit too long, but I said it was my journey, and that's my journey, but I'll stay. I've loved doing this. I've wanted to do this for ages, and now we're on the last bit. It feels right to do this. I go to the hospital tomorrow for a 10 to 3 appointment, and then on Friday I've got my last chemo, which the famous shirt will be worn. It's been emotional. That's another one. Become very emotional. I've just got to say one thing, thanks to Hunting Industry Council, my employers, for understanding. Been amazing. They've been absolutely amazing. Look at me, I'm a wreck. If I've forgotten, I'm sorry, but thank you, just the same. It's been 4 months where I didn't know what to do, but it's an experience I can look back on and say thank you. It's been a ride that I'm glad it happened to me, because if it had happened to any of my mates or any of my family, I'd have been a wreck. But I'm not a wreck anymore. I'm stronger than this. I'm looking forward to Christmas, looking forward to the new year, looking forward to going back to work, looking forward to lots of things. And I can't wait for my hair to grow back. What colour it might be, who knows? That's what I've been warned about. So we'll have to wait and see on that score. But I'm just going to say thank you. Thank you for watching this. It's been a half hour of me just pouring my heart out and my soul. And thanks a lot. It's nearly 4:30 on Wednesday, December the 10th, 2014. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye bye. God bless.